You know what is interesting is I greatly respect my friend Pastor Malay, and we have been fighting homosexuality and sodomy together. But on this issue, he has been consistently against this bill since we mooted it in 2009.
Because I'm incited for
he
citing.
has had a series of excuses. The first one was he said that we don't need a bill, we need a parliamentary inquiry.
I'm getting there.
That was his first one. Secondly, after that, he said, but the laws that are being there are also being duplicated. And I say to him, look, an inquiry is fine, but we need the law to protect us, wherever it is. Then he says, why duplicate? Now, and now he's just said that the homosexuals may use this law to knock down other existing laws.
Yes.
And that's what he's saying now. But I've just pointed out to you that we do not have a law against performance of homosexual weddings in this country.
Yes.
And though we have it in the Constitution, we do not have a law in the penal code that you can be able to sue someone in court. And I would like to challenge Pastor Malay, if he has indeed said that we already have this law is redundant, he has not responded to that aspect.
Yes.
So I actually think it doesn't matter if we have the same law written 3 different times. We just have a big problem. And I don't want to fight Pastor Malay. I think he's a good man. But in this issue, I think he's not seeing the bigger picture that we are a team of people together.
Okay.
And we should
all
not
right.
be
All right. No, just hold on. Just hold on, my
panelists.
Just hold on. Okay. You're going to have a chance to. We want to hear from the Ugandans. You've heard what the 2 pastors have got to say. Let's go first to a lady called Kellen. Yes, Kellen, what is your question?
Here, according to the bill, the Anti-Homosexuality bill, I see Ugandans face up 3 years in prison for failure to report a homosexual offense they are aware of. How are we going to get these people? Because Article 27 of the Constitution protects every Ugandan's right to privacy. Are we allowed to follow them in their homes?
All right, Pastor Sempa, the bill that you are so vehemently protecting is saying if you know a homosexual and you do not reveal, 3 years. But homosexual acts are done in the privacy of people's rooms. If we infringe on that privacy, we're infringing a fundamental right in the Constitution, Article 27.
Well, thank you so much. As you are aware, all over the world, there is such a thing as criminal behavior. Whether it happens in secret or public is irrelevant. A crime is a crime. And if you are aware of a crime and you keep that fact to yourself, that also is a crime because you are now in conspiracy to that. If you know about drugs, if you know about rape, if you know about statutory rape, even for me as a counselor, whether in Europe or America, my education, my graduate work is in counseling in Philadelphia. And part of my learning is if there's been sexual abuse of any nature on anybody below 18, if somebody comes to me for counseling as a pastor, I am mandated to report that person by law to the authorities so that that person, that child, whoever it is not kept in privacy. So my counseling confidentiality stops at the point where justice must be done. And so privacy is not arbitrary. When, for example, even when you park, when I show up at the airport and they ask me, did you pack these bags? Okay? And if I did not pack those bags, that's an issue because I know some information that may have an impact on a potential crime. So if I did not pack the bags which I'm packing, I have to disclose that information. So I'm not afraid of that, legal technicalities. What we have as a consensus is that we must find a way of protecting our young people and our families from the onslaught of the strongest nation. You see, what we're dealing with here is barbarians versus the civilized. The European has what the European has gone and done. He has created a language legitimating a vice. And so the clash really here is the European says sodomy is a human right, and the African says it's a human vice. And so they are pushing us through courses at the Faculty of Law, where they are teaching that sodomy is a human right. In fact, they've changed its name. So the ideological clash and the necessity to protect us as a people. I came wearing my kanzu today. And the reason I came wearing my kanzu today is I do not resist sodomy because I'm a Christian in the first place. I resist this culture of man going to marry another man because I'm an African. I'm a Ugandan. I'm from the Baganda clan. And within the Baganda clan, we have guidance of what's right and wrong.
Okay.
And it's been there. Let me finish this point.
Yes, no,
Let me finish this point.
yes.
We have right and wrong. My name, Sempa, is from the Nchima clan. I cannot marry a girl from the Nchima clan, that's Monkey clan, because she is a close genetic relative. And so because of that, if I marry her, it's a taboo. I can marry from 51 others. I can marry from any tribe. I can marry from any race. Now, if I ever do marry a girl from the Nchima clan, I would be committing a great tragedy. So for us as Africans, our ethic, we have guidance. We're not like European. The European will marry anybody, whoever makes them feel happy, because the great ethic of the European is whatever makes me feel good. I am because
okay, Pastor
I am.
Sempa, I have
and
to cut you there because we're taking a break right now.
I am because we are. We must find a way of protecting our 5,000 years of great, proud traditions. Ekitiibwa kya Buganda kyabadda. Tukikuumenga.
Human right or human vice?
That's the question.
My two panelists agree that something has to be done about protecting the young people and protecting our tradition. However, they disagree on how it should be done. We continue this debate when we come back from this break.
And I'll be the one.